Okay, back to normal.
Rock? Get me up?
So, how much am I worth?
You asking about the bounty? I don't keep track of numbers and shit, man.
Bullshit, you don't keep track.
All right, 10 million keys.
10 million? Is that alive, or...
Bounty says shoot on sight. But I broke that rule a few days ago when you joined up. So I guess I'm, disqualified for failing to follow instructions. I was real picky about following instructions.
Thanks. Thanks, man.
It's Abe.
Thanks, Abe.
Parnell, are we gonna have a problem with Slim and Abe?
Nah, they're just... What did Hank say? Like 2 roosters in 1 hen house. They'll work it out, just gotta give them time.
Okay. I don't want to pick up the pieces if those two go at it.
Nah, Slim won't pull because he knows he'd lose. Abe won't pull because he knows I'd kill him.
Huh. You know, I'm not sure you're joking.
Neither's Abe. Let's keep it that way.
All right.
You're not gonna have any problems with Hyde or Lazarus, are you, Slim?
Nope, they were just soldiers. Like me.
Soldiers, maybe. Not like you, though.
Yeah, they still have eyeballs. Well, 3 out of 4.
That's not what I mean. Those 2 signed up because they needed the opportunity. You signed up because you were fighting for your home.
That why you let me on the team? Because I was fighting for a cause?
If we can let a psycho like Hyde on the team, didn't seem fair to keep you out.
Great. I am not a psycho. Thanks.
Gotta start somewhere.
Hey, Slim. Welcome aboard.
Oh, hey, Maggie. Daisy.
You got your bug gun ready? Grubs all fed?
Yeah. You don't really care about me being a basilisk soldier, do you?
Slim, do I impress you as someone who cares about what kind of DNA someone's got?
No. No, you don't seem like you care about anything except Daisy and surviving.
Well said. I like that you threw Daisy in there. Slim, what's that liquid you soak your gun in? Is that some kind of lubricant?
No. It's a nutrient slurry.
A nutrient? It's food?
Yeah, well, my tech's all organic. Grubs need to eat.
Explains a lot. Daisy keeps trying to drink the stuff.
That would be bad. I got enough problems without having to dig through trapjaw poop to load my gun.
Hey!
Launching a rock! Okay!
Hyde, you're not gonna eat Slim, are you?
Why? Do you think he would be tasty?
Hyde!
How come everyone thinks I've got it in for our bugman? Me, lovable Mr. Hyde, what ain't never hurt a little flea.
You fry monsters, and you like it. A lot.
Oh, but I ain't never hurt a flea.
Okay, as long as you don't kill Slim. I like him.
Thanks for letting me on the team.
Nope, you got it backwards. Thanks for signing up.
You're thanking me?
I've never met a basilisk soldier before, but I know the price on your head. You trusting my team with that, signing up to fight monsters for some colonists you don't know? That deserves my thanks.
I don't exactly trust your team. I trust you, Parnell.
That's as good a place to start as any.
It is an honor to serve with you, Bugman. I'm sorry, Slim.
Nah, it's cool. You can call me Bugman, I don't mind.
But Abe, when he said it, you pulled on him.
Yeah, because when Abe says it, there's too much bug and not enough man.
Very well, Bugman.
You damn right.
It's on the rock!
Come on, Abe. How'd a shit-hot bounty hunter like you end up out here?
Same as you, man. Need the money.
I hear that. We get out of here, we'll all be rich. Thought you'd miss bounty hunting, though, compared to this shit.
Man, bounty hunting sucks balls. Kind of thing you do when you can't do anything else. This is way better.
Everyone thinks you and me are gonna go at it. Gonna slaughter each other in cold blood at the drop of a hat.
Well, we might. But in my opinion, they could at least give us the benefit of the doubt.
Is that a movie quote?
Yes, it is. And if you talk shit about my favorite movie, we'll have a whole new problem to solve.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. Solving problems isn't our line.
We deal in lead, friend.
We deal in lead, friend.
Welcome to the team, Slim.
Thanks, Abe. Happy to be here.
Now Now, Abe.
Now, Hank.
We need all the help we can get out here, you know that.
Yes, I do.
So don't, at least until we get off this rock, do not shoot Slim.
I don't know why everybody... Listen, man, that bounty? It's a hub bounty. Do you get it?
Still 10 million keys.
Yeah. You know why the bounty's so high?
Hadn't really given it a thought, to tell you the truth.
Because all those guys are hiding out here. Out here where everyone hates Hub. We were all rooting for the insect men. Anyway, what would I do with 10 million keys? Buy a ship and wreck it. I don't need those problems.
So how about we found a colony, Slim?
What? What? Founders. Maggie, I can't... Are you crazy? Did you miss the bug eyes? It's illegal to be a basilisk soldier.
Not out here. No laws in the frontier.
If anyone finds me, they are set for life. Do you know how much Hub's bounty is?
I thought about that. You get a corporate sponsor, that kind of money's nothing to them. They set us up, provide security, we do the work. You and me, a few of the others. And you don't mind hard work, do you, Slim?
Maggie, what are we talking about? Why me?
I don't know. Normal people freak me out a little.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Got tracks here.
It's nice having more medics on the team. Anyone know Slim's real name?
I asked him that. He said something real strange. Well, it weren't what he said exactly, more how he said it. He said he didn't remember. And right then, I believed him.
Oh, yeah, that's PTSD. I should have thought of that.
You saying the war gave him amnesia?
Well, he starts thinking about his life before, he gets so upset he can't function. Eventually, he learns to just stop thinking about it. He probably really can't remember.
Fire! That's unusual.
The monsters seem to be getting weirder. I wonder if there's any limit to what they can do.
I fear there is not. We only met the Kraken after the Goliaths fought Markov. Lightning for lightning. And when that was not enough, Wraith. And when stealth was not enough, Behemoth.
You think eventually they'll evolve something we can't beat?
I think about a monster that learned from me, that can bring its minions back from the dead.
Right. About halfway through my question, I thought, why am I asking this?
Torvald, man, every time I see you, I feel better about our odds.
Thank you.
Straight up murderous anti-monster machine.
This is me.
You, have problems going to the bathroom? I seen you eat. What happens after?
I eat processed food like you. Waste is burned in my fusion core to power the machine.
Woo! Fusion-powered murderous anti-monster machine.
You see your doom!
You gonna try and get a normal body again after we get off this rock?
No.
You like being a cyborg?
It is not a thing to like or dislike, but we will not get off this planet.
Yes, we will.
We will not. The monsters will not permit it.
Yeah, well, I don't plan on giving them a vote.
Big team.
Getting bigger all the time. We find any more survivors who can fight, we'll run out of beds. Have to start sleeping in shifts, same as the missions.
Wanted to ask you. We fight in teams of 4.
That was Parnell's idea. He figured 4 was enough, and it seems like he was right. And he didn't want to risk more in case a whole team gets wiped.
Smart.
You do not speak much, Crow.
Nope.
This does not bother me. You are valiant, I judge.
Thanks.
Deeds I value, not words.
Me too.
Come, battle calls.
Faster, faster, faster!
Rock!
This is so cool. Abe, Sonny, and Parnell together again.
Maybe the sword wasn't as much of a disaster as I thought.
This is so much like being back on the sword.
But we ain't fighting corp pirates anymore, kid.
You know, I kinda like this better. Monsters are tougher, but it was hard sometimes going after people.
We only went after the bad people, kid.
Plus, this team is crazy.
Yeah, we didn't have robots and cyborgs and bugmen on the sword.
Wow, I hope they make like a movie or a comic book about this. That would be so cool.
Yeah, it would. I'd read that.
What's up with the tattoos, Metal Man? You get them done after you got ripped in half?
Yes. The men on my ship.
This is the Ajax we're talking about.
Yes, they all got tattoos the first time we dove into Cherenkov's space. I did not. I thought it childish.
Then they all died.
Yes.
You figured maybe this was a good way to remember them.
Yes. You understand things well, Abraham. You are more than you see.
Ain't we all?
Yes.
That's enough of that!
Vengeance! This is for the Ajax!
Sonny, you gotta tell me. What happened on Solaris? How'd you make it out of there?
Okay, so I was in the engine room and I saw this red light go on and I didn't know what it was. I'd never seen this ship before. I had no idea what half the readouts were telling me. But I knew just by where it was. I had this feeling, that is a bad light. So I jumped in a stasis pod, the lights went out. Next thing I knew, it was 6 months later. Some salvage guys found me. They were super nice.
Yeah, I'd be in a good mood too if I were salvaging a few million keys with a hub frigate.
Hey, some people are just nice, you know?
Not that nice.
Hey, Val.
Hey, kid. You're Sonny, right? How old are you?
Why does everyone keep asking me that? How old do you have to be? I had my pilot's license when I was 15.
Pilot, huh? What did you fly?
Mostly tourist shuttles until I signed up with Parnell.
Sonny, right. You were their pilot. I withdraw my earlier question. Anyone brave enough to fly those two idiots around can be my pilot any day.
Hey, those are my friends.
They're my friends, too. They're not the most mature people I've ever met.
Well, that's true.
Abe, you read that comic I gave you?
Oh, hey, yeah, I did. And that was badass. Where's the rest?
Be a new one next week. Glad you liked it, man. I thought you would.
Hell yes, I did. I don't much go in for that superhero stuff, but westerns? Love those.
Yeah, well, sci-fi and western, what's not to like?
Hey, that blaster the main dude uses, you think they could make that in real life?
You mean that black hole gun? The thing is super cool.
Fuck yeah, it is. I want one.
I swear to God, you two, it's like being in grade school.
Nah, she just grumpy because we don't share our comics. You finished that comic, man?
Which one? Gave me like 5 of them.
Start with the one with the kids in the house with the keys.
Ah, I gave that one to Markov. He was up all night reading it. I tried the one with the dude in the future. And he's also a girl in the past, or maybe they're 2 different people. And I gotta flip the thing over? It's weird.
That one's super good, though. Stick with it.
Where'd you dig up all this stuff written 300 years ago? You got new comics, man.
My grandfather gave it to me. Just because it's old don't mean it ain't good.
That's gonna be on your tombstone, man.
Nice to have the soldier on board.
Thanks. Academy training turns out to be pretty useful against these things.
You went to the academy.
Yep.
You graduate top of your class?
Huh, nope.
Middle?
Sort of the middle of the bottom.
Wow. I don't know why, but you quoting all those generals, I figured you aced every test.
Most of them. But memorizing the Battle of Cannae isn't much good these days.
By these days, you mean the last 1,000 years.
Yeah, I'm old-fashioned.
James Parnell, you are medieval.
Slim, I saw you and Markov eating dinner, John, about something. You two were laughing your asses off.
Oh, yeah. Parnell got us both hooked on these old comics. Kind of a bonding thing, I guess. Stupid.
Well, I don't know about stupid. You two seem to be having a good time.
Yeah, I guess he thinks it's therapy or something.
Huh. James Parnell is smarter than he looks.
Look out! Yeah, look out! Oh, Maggie, those little harpoons of yours work a treat. Nothing I love more than seeing some monster pinned to the ground. Wriggling about, stuck like a fly while I shove fire down its Gregory.
Gregory?
Gregory Peck, neck.
Who's Gregory Peck?
I have no idea. Maybe Daisy here would like to see some more action.
Action.
Yeah, you know, strap a flamethrower on her back. Missile launcher, mine dropper. Mine dropper what fires missiles with flamethrowers on them.
She wouldn't like that.
I bet she would, wouldn't you, girl? Yeah, look at her, quivering with excitement.
Do not put a flamethrower on my dog.
Some people got no imagination.
I feel like I'm bleeding.
What kind of ship was the sword?
Holodyne CS-90. Tough ship.
Yeah, it has to be. Thing only has one spatial corrector. Flies like a truck. You're a brave girl.
Wait, you were a pilot?
Yep, in the Navy.
Wow, did you ever get to fly a sundiver?
Kid, I trained on a sundiver. And let me tell you something. I flew Hellbats, Strike Eagles, Painkillers. Nothing was as fun as the sundiver. I don't know why they retired it.
Wow, why'd you stop?
I wasn't very good at it.
Oh. This reminds me of that time that station went dark, and they hired us to find out why.
Yeah, helmet station. Except it's actually a monster this time. Not a bunch of rebels with an armored unit.
I remember hearing Abe screaming on the comm, and then laughing his ass off when he figured out what it was.
Yeah, I do not remember that as fondly as you.
It was awesome! Total victory, easy money.
Only because you and Mason hijacked the glowworm and slammed it into the station.
It worked! Why do you always bring that up like it was a bad thing? It was totally awesome. Ask Abe.
Me and Abe do not see eye to eye on that. You about scared me to death with that stunt. We could all been killed, and I would haunt you.
Well, we can all be killed right now. So what are you complaining about?
They let you keep the Berserker suit?
More like it was up to me to throw it away.
Oh, it broke down on you?
Yep, it'll do that. You hit it with 30 Supermat rounds.
Ha, yeah, I bet. So what, you fixed it yourself?
Nah, Abe found it in the hold of our old ship. Fixed it up.
You realize that means you may be the last rage trooper.
I like to think I'm more of an easily annoyed trooper.
Sonny, you don't like shooting wildlife, do you?
I hate it. It's awful. All these poor defenseless creatures. I mean, it's their planet and we show up and start shooting everything?
In general, I agree, but in the case of the tyrants and the megamouths, those things have to die.
I'm willing to make some exceptions. Also plants.
Yes.
Do not set me on fire!
Bullseye!
Big guy, I fixed your shoulder cannons, you notice?
I noticed.
Are they better?
They are better.
Whoa, you said something very slightly sort of tiny bit nice almost. Did you hurt yourself saying something nice? Didn't break anything, you leaking any fluid?
I'm beginning to think you were put on this world to annoy me.
What? No one finds me annoying. I'm adorable.
Bucket, you smell different. Explain.
Ah, yes. I have completely drained and replaced my lubricants. Thank you for noticing.
Smells the same to me.
Daisy doesn't like it. You smell wrong.
That is rather the point, actually. I believe the native wildlife found my previous fluids delicious. Why else would they continue to attempt to eat me? Please shoot this thing!
They know you are unnatural, and it displeases them.
You'd be surprised what a trapjaw will eat, Bucket. You won't change that with a different marinade.
Oh, I must thank Travis for this attachment.
You are far from Hub. Is it not dangerous for you? A spy with a blown cover, out here among the enemy.
I don't feel like I have a lot of enemies here. Slim accepted. Besides, this is the job. We're not allowed to operate inside Hub boundaries.
And what is the job?
Believe it or not, I'm just here to find out what there is to know about the monsters. Actual, legitimate intelligence gathering.
I do not believe it.
I don't blame you.
I'm glad to see you and Hyde and Lazarus haven't killed each other yet.
Nah, those guys are cool. Well, Hyde's cool. Lazarus is Lazarus.
And you haven't shot Abe yet.
The day is young. Nah, the person you should be worried about is Val. If I was gonna straight up murder anyone on this team, she's at the top of the list.
Val? Because of the CIG-9 connection.
You say that like it's not a big deal. 1 billion people died, and worse than died. All because the 9 wanted to start a war.
That's all conjecture. It's never been proven.
Yeah, well, I haven't shot her yet, have I?
What was all that about, anyway? All that mess on Bode's world?
You're asking me now?
Never met a bugman before. Up close. Face to face, so to speak.
Yeah, well, you're asking the wrong guy. Whatever I thought it was about, it was not. As Some rich assholes trying to get richer. And we all paid the price.
Ain't that always the story?
Not always. Sometimes it's jumping out of a perfectly good spaceship behind a giant monster.
Yeah, paradise. Surprised you joined up, Bugman. What with me and Laz on the team?
I got no beef with you guys. Chem troopers, Lazarus men, you were just doing your job, same as me.
Still, takes a right pair of knackers to jump in with us. Respect.
Yeah, well, takes a special kind of man to light someone on fire from 4 feet away.
Yes, it does. And I am that man, make no mistake.
Why'd you sign up in the first place, Hyde?
Get paid to burn monsters? Couldn't keep me away from this place.
No, I mean the war. Mutagen war. Why'd you sign up?
Ah, that. I dunno. I was getting banged up for this and that. Nothing heavy. Figured it was either sign up for the war or start doing real bird.
Bird?
Yeah, bird. Bird line. Prison time.
Hyde, what the hell are you talking about?
You ought to get your King Lear's checked out.
Okay. I will do whatever that is.
Target acquired. Well, sort of. It's a process, really.
Griff, you got any idea what that big head thing is Cabot's got mounted here in the ship?
I should. I killed the bloody thing.
You killed it. Yeah. I might have known.
It's the head of a lesser Orion pterosaur. I was tracking it down when Cabot and that lot came to talk to me.
How big was it?
Big enough. Bigger than anything on this planet. Never hunted anything like it. Challenge of a lifetime, right there. Nothing like as smart as one of these monsters, though. What happened to your eye there, Hyde? Between you and Markov, I feel like we've got a team full of Rigelian Cyclopses.
Rigelian? What's them then?
These big spider buggers with one giant eye. They're not really Cyclopses, they've got about 100 other eyes. But they're real tiny, and they go all down their legs and stomach.
Hundreds of eyeballs? All over their stomach? I'm beginning to understand why I always have nightmares after running with you, Griff.
Ah, nice. Val's on the team.
How you doing, Griffin?
Better now that I see that Trent gun you got. Nice to know that I can hook the monster and he'll be drugged before he ever gets to me.
That's my job, when keeping the team in green beans. I don't want our famous hunter dying on my watch.
The famous hunter appreciates the sentiment. Welcome to the team, Bugman.
Thanks. You know, I watched all your movies as a kid.
This again.
I know, sorry, just weird seeing you in person. Reminds me of being a kid. A lot of things I forgot about.
I understand that. War takes a lot away from you.
Yeah. Hey, I wonder if Abe has any of those movies. Kyra said she'd never seen them. We could all watch them.
We need a second ship.
Wow. Griffin Halsey?
Oh, not you two.
My granddad loved your movies.
Your granddad? Well, that makes me feel a lot better.
They were amazing. I didn't like the guy playing you, though. You are way cooler looking.
That's me. Too pretty for the movies. Alas, some of the new blokes were asking about you.
About me? What is there to ask? I am as you see.
Yeah, well, it's about that. One of the kids got it in their head that, what with you being so pale and all, that maybe you died a long time ago, and the Lazarus device is keeping you alive.
Ha! My people are Serbian. We are not blessed with skin that tans easily. They have seen too many movies.
Yeah, I keep telling them that.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Halsey.
Oh yeah? You a fan of the comics? Movies?
No, I am not interested in such things. We watched a documentary about you on the Ajax.
Ah, I forgot about that. You know one of the cameramen died.
Yes, we read this. You were very brave trying to save him.
That's why I never did another one of those. I don't know what happens to people you put a camera in front of their face. All of a sudden they feel invincible.
No man is invincible.
No. It looks like you're trying to give it a go.
Huh, perhaps. You hunt monsters for sport, Mr. Halsey.
Nah. Sport is when some rich bugger goes off on safari. With me, it's more of a profession. Just a job.
Strange way to make a living.
Tell me about it. Getting the hang of planet timing, though, that's not bad.
This planet will not be tamed.
Nope. But we might teach it a lesson before we go.
Run or get lost! Mr. Griffin, I notice you use the Ahab Model G.
I do indeed. The sure stop, except no substitutes.
But I've seen you in commercials for the newer models.
Well, sure. They pay me well. Trot out the old band, do a little song and dance. Part of the job I like, actually. Easy work, easy money. It's a bit of fun.
Huh. One Corp never asked me to do any commercials.
Wait until we get off of here. You'll be up to your eyeballs in endorsement deals and young lady robots.
Wow.
Hello.
What happened to you?
Many things. It is a long story.
I bet. I saw your locker. You were on board the ESLC Ajax.
I was. You know about this?
Oh yeah. I read the file. We were watching that little operation with interest.
Who is we?
CIG-9.
You were spying on us?
Not me myself, but yeah. You pack up one of these monsters and try to haul it halfway across the galaxy, you're gonna attract some attention.
I see.
I have decided I like Valerie.
Whoa, you mean like her?
I mean trust her. She's a good soldier. Dependable.
Yeah, well, be careful. Parnell says she's a spy.
He says what?
He said something about Sig-9, which I don't know what is, but when he says it, he gets this dark cloud over him like someone pissed in his super suit.
No, this does not seem true. I will find out.
How many people are we saving?
Less than a dozen.
Small colony.
Well, it was pretty big. Most of them got out when Nordita declared an evacuation. These people all got stuck here thanks to our alien monster friends.
Nordita will relocate them. Transfer their shares to stakes in a new world.
That sounds expensive. Why not drop them off somewhere and hang them out to dry?
Because Nordita needs colonists, and they will find recruiting difficult if they damage their reputation.
Corporate feudalism seems a lot less stupid out here than it does back at Hub. Nice kit.
Thanks. You too.
That's a Falcon hydrostatic disruptor.
It is.
Those things are expensive.
Only need one.
Standard issue for survey?
Yup.
Well, I guess they can afford it. And there aren't that many of you guys.
Maybe one less after this drop.
So you were never really a planet tamer?
Nah, I'm not that brave.
Being a spy isn't brave?
No way. It's mostly paperwork and arguing with your superior officer about your travel allowance.
Travel? You don't assassinate bad people and seduce hunky men like in the movies?
No. It's more like, hey, how come we have to go third class? We show up all grumpy and pissed off in the field. And they say, we're not costed for first class. Talk to the undersecretary. My eyes glaze over.
Wow. I never thought about that. That sounds really boring.
Yep. To the best of my knowledge, I've never seduced anyone. Except by accident, maybe.
Would not surprise me.
Birds! Hey, Maggie. When you bought Daisy, what did you think you'd be using her for?
Not this.
That's what I figured.
Factor was a rough colony. Violent. Once I had Ruva here, no one wanted to mess with me.
It's sorta nice. She probably would have spent her life barking at people. Now she gets to hunt, really be part of a pack. You can tell she likes it.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Whatever else, this isn't boring.
No, it is not.
Maggie, you sometimes call Daisy Ruva, which I assume is her name in your native language, but I do not recognize it.
It's Shona. I figured you knew every language.
The trick is knowing which dictionaries to load. Ah, a Bantu language.
I guess. I don't speak it much. Mostly some words I picked up from my grandmother.
Your grandmother was descended from remarkable people. The Pan-African Union drove the third wave of settlement. If it wasn't for them, we'd not have made it this far from Hub.
Bucket, do your turrets have any kind of AI?
Not in the sense you mean. No, they're simple M-class drones.
Oh, M for mute, right.
But they do send back wireless telemetry that is something like a language.
Really? What do they say?
Mostly the binary equivalent of, "Ah, there's a huge monster here! Kill it!"
I'm wounded!
Backing up, mind state. Just in case.
So, how does someone become a famous hunter? Do you apply and they point at a giant monster and say, go?
Well, I don't know about other people, but in my case, it's in me blood. 4 generations of hunters in my family. Settlers on Baker. Spend their time chasing down herds of wild kite beast. It's hard, deadly work with nothing but ropes and knives.
Your folks didn't believe in technology?
Not as a rule. I think they saw it as unsportsmanlike.
Well, I'm glad you brought more than ropes and knives.
Me too. Wouldn't be much use against these buggers. Now mark off, mate. Remember, when the harpoon hits, the monster's coming after me. That means I need you right up there, right in its face. Otherwise, it's curtains for me.
Are you the bravest man here, Griffin Halsey? To harpoon a monster? Bind yourself to it. I think you are.
Well, I'm bloody suicidal if me mates aren't backing me up. You get it?
Do not worry. When the monster is hooked, he will find mines, lightning, death before him.
Now that's what I like to hear. Let's get boots on the ground, team.
Ah, yes. Slim, the bravest man on the team. After Markov, of course.
Brave. You got the wrong guy.
No, I have seen you fight. You run straight at the beast, firing all the while.
It's not bravery, man. The shotgun's range is about 2 feet.
That is the only difference between bravery and cowardice, my friend. Range.
You keep that cloak on cooldown now, mate.
I know my job.
I know you do, I'm just saying. Harpoon goes in, monster comes for me.
This will happen, and when you fall and the lights dim, it will be I who swoops in to bring you back.
Well, that's what I like to hear. That Lazarus tech gives me the willies, but it's nice to know it's in the hands of a professional.
Markov, where'd you get that lightning gun?
It is a modified welding torch. Ship's hulls are made from graphene composites. Fire does not weld them. Also, fire does not burn in space.
Ah, got it. Okay, that makes sense. I've seen every kind of ordnance this side of Shutter Station, and I have never seen a weapon like that. It was killing me.
Now you know. If you wish, I will show you how to modify. It's difficult, but you are good with weapons.
I would be grateful.
Ah yes, the girl who brings speed.
That is me, and healing, and fire.
Fire and lightning. Good combination.
I apologize in advance if I accidentally hit you with a napalm grenade.
Do not apologize. I barely noticed.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll just torch you whenever I feel like it.
Do not do that.
Nope, too late. Torching you.
Nice to have a real medic on the team.
Tired of Lazarus?
Oh, I like him fine. But the glove thing? I don't know. It don't seem right, coming back from the dead.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way about Thanatology. Probably why it never caught on.
Just keep busting out the healing grenades and old Hank is happy.
It's what I'm here for. I may accidentally hit you with a napalm grenade.
That is a risk I'm willing to take.
Try to remember which grenade you're launching if you don't mind.
I just get excited. Sorry, I don't mean to napalm my teammates.
Some of them, I admit I enjoy seeing it. But in my case, I don't believe I deserve it.
I know. They just give you these things when you join Catalog, but I never thought I'd use them. Healing grenades are aces though, huh?
You don't hear me complaining.
For once!
Henry, this time, please, do not orbital me in the face.
I didn't. Look, it ain't my fault you don't listen when I'm shouting.
Markov must run into battle, heedless of the danger. It is thus with all the assaults. And you must not orbital willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly?
Is old Martian phrase.
I can't promise nothing. You keep complaining orbital won't hit your face next time, it'll be your ass. Which, by the way, is a much bigger target. You get the drift.
Yeah! Teamwork! Social adaptation!
I'm keeping you in front of me this time.
What? Me?
Don't give me that little old me shtick. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm sure I don't. I'm merely a simple medic trying to keep the team healthy.
You fucking napalm grenaded me in the ass last time.
That's not how I remember it.
You laughed your ass off.
I distinctly remember you begging for help, and then I saved you, and you complimented me on how valuable I am to the team.
I will track and dart you to the face. I will do it.
You don't have the balls.
Oh, this is gonna be. Why do we need monsters? We're gonna kill each other. I noticed you never zap any of us by accident with that lightning gun.
And there is a chip inside. It detects the comm units we each have, and buckets and daisies. Safety feature.
Ah, so if someone were to, say, disable that chip, then your gun would zap people.
Abraham?
I'm just, for medical purposes, I may just need to see some people get zapped.
Medical purposes.
There are certain people on the team who hit me with the orbital on purpose or the napalm grenade. They need to get zapped. That's science. Can't argue with that.
I must guard my gun carefully. I see this.
Griff, any words of wisdom you want to share with us before we jump?
Yeah, you're looking at the wrong man for a rousing speech, mate. I'm used to working alone, remember?
Just looking for some advice. Doesn't have to be pretty.
You want my advice? Kill the monster. Don't get eaten in the process.
Okay. Guess we'll work out the details as we go.
Now you're thinking like a real leader.
Do you have plans for your payout once we finish this job, Abe?
I don't think that far ahead, man.
Okay. I thought you might try and pay some people off. Visit your dad?
Who the fuck told you that? One of your cop computers looked that up for you?
Parnell told me.
Oh, that guy's got a big mouth.
Well, you ever get serious about that, let me know. I still have a lot of friends in the Marshal Service. Get you back to Hub for a while without anyone knowing.
You serious?
Sure. Plus, we get off this planet, your dad would probably like to see you. Hear about what happened here.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Look! Tracks!
Bucket, you've known Cabot forever. Why is the ship called the Lorianne?
Lorianne was his wife's name.
Was? I'm sorry.
Yes, so was I. She was beautiful, if I'm any judge. Intelligent. They were very much in love.
What happened?
She caught an intestinal parasite, easily treatable. But this was out here in the arm, and there wasn't a doctor available. The orthodoc misdiagnosed her, and once the error was corrected, it was too late.
That's awful. I hope he doesn't blame himself.
Bucket, your head is very useful.
Thank you. So is yours.
Thank you. But you don't need to take it off while we're in the middle of a fight. At that point, we already sort of know where the monster is.
I just got excited. I'm sorry. I'm used to fighting wildlife, not giant monsters.
It's a new experience for all of us.
I guessed the monster was about to retreat, and I wanted to tag it before we lost line of sight.
Well, that's a reasonable tactic. Take some practice, I guess.
Which we're getting plenty of.
Yes, we are.
I must say, Mr. Zhivkovich, we are quite lucky to have you on the team.
Yes, I think that as well.
I am particularly grateful that your revivifier device works on my mobile unit as well as human beings.
An unintended side effect. Never before have I encountered a rank Rajat mined in a repair drone. Ours may be the first such pairing.
I think that likely. Hopefully, the last.
Why is that?
I shudder to think what the corporations would do if they realized that packing mines in drones and pairing them with Lazarus men meant an immortal, unkillable army.
Ugh! Help!
Mechanic! I mean, medic!
Bucket, there has to be a way to wire up your remote unit so it doesn't just sit there while you're flying your head around.
Oh, there is.
Well, then why ain't you using it, metal man?
We tried it early on in our planet-taming career. The problem is going back to my chassis afterwards. It's incredibly disorienting to find myself suddenly in a strange place going in a strange direction. Often with something horrible in front of me going...
Makes sense, I guess.
Much easier to just find a good place to park my chassis and take my head off.
I can dig it. Man, I can't believe I'm on a spaceship talking to a robot about taking his head off. This is a strange job.
Getting stranger every day.
Bucket, why sometimes your voice comes from robot? Sometimes it comes from everywhere.
Oh, my logic core, which is me, lives in the ship's computers. I'm flying the ship right now. I just use this mobile repair unit to get around. Interact with people. Help out in the field, on the ground.
You are flying the ship right now?
Yes.
Are you doing anything else?
I'm analyzing Pirate's sample data. I'm getting the menu ready for dinner tonight.
You prepare menu?
Yes. Where did you think it came from?
I don't know. I never thought about it.
All effective. Congratulations. Firing, aiming. I am being helpful.
Parnell, that suit is dangerous, brother.
I know.
You keep firing it off, you're gonna die.
Everyone dies sooner or later, Griff.
Yeah, but mate, that doesn't mean you need to volunteer. The team needs you. Needs every one of us.
It's been working so far. I know what I'm doing. I think.
I wonder sometimes.
Starting to think we might win. Get off this rock. You may have to memorialize yourself somewhere else, Mr. Halsey.
You think I want to go out in a blaze of glory? Got me confused with Markov, mate.
You can't fool me, man. I know why you signed up. We didn't know about these monsters, but it wouldn't matter. You want to go out hunting the nastiest things in the galaxy. Well, these are them.
Maybe. Or maybe I wanted people to see my real bloody face for once. Remember me, instead of that crap actor in those bloody movies.
Well, word gets out about this, your face will be all over the line.
Good.
Everything okay, Maggie?
Sure.
Sure, but...
Okay. I just wonder sometimes. You got robots and cyborgs and mutants. Famous hunters like you and Griffin. What do you need me for?
Apart from the obvious reason that you're a world-class planet tamer, you're also, without exaggeration, the toughest person I've ever met.
I guess. Wasn't something I asked for.
She doesn't take compliments well, does she, Daisy?
Megs, how much time did you spend as a planet tamer before you signed up with Cabot?
Few years. I like it. Good work. Helping people.
Hell yes. You sleep well after a day of fighting off lightning walkers or sand whales.
Yeah, you'd think chasing down a six-eyed oracle squid would give you nightmares. But I sleep like a rock now.
I see Daisy twitching in her sleep. Kinda adorable.
Yeah, the happier she is, the more she dreams about chasing mammoth birds.
Hey, Max. So, are those tattoos or makeup?
Makeup.
To make you look like Daisy?
The gang I ran with, we called ourselves the Trap Jaws. It was pretty stupid. We were just kids, I guess.
Wait a minute, you were in a gang? Like a real gang?
Sort of. We were teenagers, but we got into enough trouble. Why?
I don't know. You just seem so nice.
I do?
Well, yeah. I mean, Daisy loves you. She wouldn't if you weren't nice.
Okay.
I wonder, when Daisy sees other Trapjaws here, if she longs to join her kind.
Trapjaws are pack animals. We're her pack. She thinks we're her kind. She'll fight and die with us.
A loyal animal. I hope we prove worthy of her devotion.
What are the limits of the Lazarus device? I mean, it works on Daisy. Will it always work on her?
That can bring its minions back from the dead. It has been tried on people. It is a temporary solution at best. Even Thanatology has its limits. Old age, disease. The glove would work only for you to die again immediately. If you seek immortality, look to the Basilisk Nebula. That was the original purpose of the mutagen technology.
No thanks. I've seen what that does.
I think perhaps we should try the revivifier on a dead monster. Bring it back to the ship. Study a living specimen.
I thought Mr. Parnell said no using your glove thing on dead monsters.
Oh, you know about that.
If you are worried about us telling on you, do not be. Because if you bring a dead monster back to ship, bring it back to life, there will be no need to tell anyone anything.
Fine. Such limited imagination.
I like running with you, Maggie. Everyone else on the team talks about the future or the past. Not you. All you care about is the op. The mission, the next hunt.
And that's a good thing?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I need.
Not much future for folks who spend their whole lives running. Running away from something, running towards something. Gotta be something else.
What?
I don't know. I just know I don't want to be the last survivor of Factor my whole life.
You know what to do once we get on the ground.
I know what to do.
When you see the monster glowing violet or whatever, that's my damage amplifier.
I understand.
You hit it, and the monster will die.
You are a good leader, Cabot. Down on the ground with your men, fighting with them. Dying with them eventually.
We're not going to die, Torvald. And I wouldn't ask my team to do anything I wouldn't do.
I know this. It is a reason I am here. In spite of your foolish optimism.
This is our end! This is our doom!
Kyra, are these monsters, I don't know the right term, natural?
Well, that's a good question. If I were going to guess, I'd guess no. I think they're designed.
That's what I was afraid of.
How's the research coming?
That depends on what you want to know.
Where'd these things come from?
I don't know. They're not man-made, I can tell you that.
Okay, that's something. Well, what do they want?
That's sort of outside the scope of my research, but
But?
there is something no one's talking about.
Well, let's talk about it.
The monsters are happy leaving people alive, but they always go after the Patterson tech. The relays, the generators. You notice that?
Yeah, I did. What does it mean?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I doubt that.
You know what I still don't understand?
Is it how to use them space toilets? Because that took me a while, too.
What? No, I mean the life cycle of these things.
They hatch, and at some point after, I melt their faces. End of life cycle.
Well, they do grow awful fast after they hatch.
Exactly. And I don't think they're the ones laying those eggs either.
Then who? Interesting.
Yup, this job rocks.
Looking nearby teammate.
Hey! You can't just run up the ground like that!
Oi, Hank. Word with ya.
Something wrong, big fella?
Oh boy, here we go.
That orbital drill you got. We might want to acquire one of them.
You want to move up to the big gun, huh? To get your hands on a bad boy like this, you gotta be licensed for astro mining and demolitions.
And to get licensed for all that, who do I have to kill?
How about you talk to Abe instead, and hold off on the killing thing for now?
Markov, what kind of suit is that? Is that a battle suit or what?
Salge.
Did you just tell me to fuck off in Martian?
Space and low-gravity environment suit.
A welding suit. You were an orbital welder.
Yes, and you were a scientist. A biologist.
Well, I like to think I still am a scientist.
Your grenade launcher, is that a scientist's weapon? No. We are hunters now. Our only nation, battle. Our only language, steal.
Everyone feel that? Wow. All right then.
Birds! That means monsters.
Hank, the Bucketman says tonight you are cooking food for us.
Yes, sir. Bucket does a bang-up job of keeping us fed, but nothing beats a good old-fashioned cookout.
We will eat grilled meats tonight, yes?
And whatever shitty beer Abe can scrounge up.
This is a good plan. This is the best plan.
Survey, huh?
That's me.
Where you stationed? Before this, I mean.
Did 5 years on CSC 462. Think they call that, monitor now. 5 years on CSC 691A. Don't think that one's got a name yet.
5 years alone on an alien planet? You don't go stir-crazy, having no one to talk to? Being the only living soul in the entire world? Doesn't mess with your head?
Nope.
No, I guess I can kind of see how it does. Well, welcome to the team, Survey.
Thanks.
Torvald, wow, you are a giant cyborg.
Yes.
I notice you and Crow don't talk much.
No, you and Abraham make up the difference.
Guilty. If I have something to say, I just say it. Never been big on self-censorship.
I have noticed this, and when Abraham has nothing to say, he says it anyway.
What a boring world it would be if we were all the same.
True.
You seem young for catalog.
That's what they tell me. I practically had to stow away on a catalog ship to get the gig. 2 master degrees were not enough. I think there's a lot of prejudice out here against people from Earth.
You from Earth? You a rich person?
Well, my parents have money, but they're sort of pissed at me for not joining the family firm.
They'll get over it.
Yeah, I think they will. A few hundred years after they die, they'll get over it.
What's it like, back on Earth?
Have you ever read that sci-fi novel with the beautiful people who live above and the mutants who live below?
I saw the movie when I was a kid.
Well, it's like that, except without the mutants.
Huh. Sounds nice.
It's pretty boring. A mutant trying to eat someone now and then would be nice.
So what happened on Earth? You just export all your poor people?
Huh? Not as a rule. Lots of different people work on Earth. But yeah, it takes a ton of money to live there. Not sure why. I'm not an economist.
'Cause why have poor people around if you can send them to some moon somewhere? Poor people are inconvenient. Hanging around, asking for jobs, places to live.
You are a cynical person. Has anyone ever told you that?
Yes. You know, when you first came on board, I thought you were a stuck-up rich girl.
But now you think I'm super cool, right?
I know you're not stuck up. I used to think the science talk was you showing off. But that's just how you talk. You're so smart, you don't even think about it.
Thanks, I think. I've heard the stuck-up thing before. I'm not good with people unless they're, super nerdy.
Well, you fit in here, as much as anyone does.
We are a team of misfits, except Daisy. Everyone loves her.
Except Daisy.
Wow, a Sinozoo Instaped.
Neotenic stimulator.
Oh, yeah, I know what it's called. We just call them Instapets as kind of a joke.
Good joke. You survey?
Nah, I was with Catalog for about 2 years. Flying after you guys leave, start poking all the wildlife.
Poking?
Well, studying, classifying, you get it.
Oh, yeah. Poking.
So, the bird, I get. Your rifle doesn't look ballistic, though. What's it for?
Poking.
Okay.
Mr. Crow, that device of yours.
Neotenic stimulator.
Yes, that. Does it work on other creatures?
Sure.
An Armadon, perhaps?
Oh, no. Has to be a small brain. Otherwise, brain starts to melt.
A small brain. When does Abraham sleep, I wonder?
Hey, Dr. Spooky. Here's hoping you don't need to use that glove today.
Yes, we should all hope that it is not needed. But it is my duty to keep it ready in the case it is needed.
If it's that much of a hassle, I could get you one of them med guns like Val's got. You could leave the scary glove at home.
Not an option, Abraham. Not for a Lazarus man.
Why the hell not?
You wouldn't. Not like the answer. Just be thankful the Lazarus device exists. I am glad to see you kept your chem sprayer hide.
Wouldn't part with it for the world.
I remember you at the Battle of Sobah, the only chem trooper without his filter mask.
Oh, Sabah. That was something. Yeah, good times. You miss it?
Sometimes, yes. I miss talking with other Thanatologists. It was something I took for granted. People who spoke our language understood what it was like to be a Lazarus man.
Now people treat you like a freak.
Sometimes they do, yes.
Well, you ain't no fucking freak, lads. Anyone who says so gets my boot up their unmentionables. This way!
Mr. Hyde, I saw you, Abe, Griffin, and Maggie playing cards.
What? Yeah. Yeah, we play euchre. Pass the time.
Euchre? Oh, a 4-player game.
What, you want in? The robot wants to play cards? Well, we can switch to something else. Spades, maybe.
I would like to play. You learn a lot about people playing games with them.
Yeah, you do. Right then. Oh, right, the Birdman. Hello, Birdman.
Hey.
And what is that gruesome shambles you got on your barnet?
Barnet.
Your head, mate.
Oh, Blitz Leopard belt.
You killed a bleeding blitzer and walk around wearing its skin?
Yep.
What the fuck for?
Keeps my head warm.
You having me on?
Maybe. Robot.
Human.
You, do the cooking.
I do. Do you have any requests?
Something elbow.
Ah, sarcasm. I was wondering why the Marshal let you on board. Now I know. To punish me for my sins.
Was kidding earlier about the food.
Well, good. Then you may continue to eat.
It's good. Robots make good cooks, I guess.
Thank you.
Don't listen to the, others.
Don't... Why? What did they say?
Something about food tasting like boiled trapjaw poop.
I see. Perhaps I'll serve jerky and beans for a week. Shut off my olfactory sensors.
Uh-oh.
Crow, what is your real name?
Kovaleg.
Kovaleg. How does one become a survey agent?
Gotta like spending time alone.
And that is you? The lone wolf?
Lots of folks like that on Candle.
Candle? That is your home world?
Yeah. Big world. Not many people. We like it that way.
You do not like people?
I like 'em fine. Just don't, you know, don't mind being alone.
Well, Markov, I like people.
Yeah, I noticed.
Mr. Parnell, you use this suit too often.
Can't kill monsters without the super soldier suit.
But must you use it so much? You know I am on the team, so you push yourself further. It is irresponsible. You are only one man, and there are limits to even the Lazarus device.
Well, then we're gonna find him, Laz. We're gonna do whatever it takes to save these people.
Even if it means your life? Brain damage from my glove? Adrenal failure from your suit?
No such thing as a free lunch. Gotta rob Peter to pay Paul.
I do not know Peter or Paul, but I think I know you better now. I will not bring it up again.
Good. Gonna find us a monster, Crow?
Yep, me and Gobi.
Useful critter you got there.
He'll find the monster. Won't be hard. Things as big as a house.
Yeah, they're smart, though. Easy to run around for 10 minutes, not see anything.
Just gotta know the terrain. When you see birds in the air, don't go there.
Don't go there?
Nope, because by the time you get there, monster's gone. So, gotta go where it's not.
Sound tactical advice. Let's try it out.
Do not be afraid of the Lazarus device, Mr. Stavig. It is painless, I assure you.
I know. We had a thanatologist on board the Ajax.
You did? I am surprised.
When the technology was outlawed in Hub, many Lazarus men came to work for Ebonstar. The man I knew was a dedicated soldier, if a bit unorthodox.
Your ship was lucky to have him.
I felt the same way, but he could not save us. He could not save himself.
A shame. I will prove the better man, I assure you.
I hope so.
Torvald, right?
Yes.
That a first name or a last name?
First, Torvald Stavig.
And, where is Torvald Stavig from?
Clock Tower.
You were born in a clock tower.
No, colony. Sponsored by Pider. Clock Tower is one of the oldest colonies in the Arm. Founded by Scandowegians.
Whole planet full of 8-foot-tall blonde cyborgs?
No. Some are shorter.
Markov, you ever think about starting another colony after this, you let me know. I think this might be my last go-round as a planet tamer.
I do not think this will happen. After Sterling Colony, I have not a taste for it.
You don't talk much about Sterling, but I see you got the poster up.
There is not much to tell. The reports you read are all true.
Well, now, I read lots of stuff. It can't all be true. But I guess that's your way of telling your buddy Hank to go screw.
Perhaps. We will talk of it later, I think.
That's an old chassis, you know that, right?
I do, but the Marshal chose it for me. It has sentimental value.
You don't think maybe you'd be better off inside a war drone?
Well, now I do, obviously, yes. I had no idea what we were in for. None of us did. Now I dream of twin supermaterial cannons, a fermionic condensate emitter. But how would I fit inside the ship?
We'd make room. We could throw Abe out.
And bring peace to this troubled land.
How come you're always in such a good mood before we drop, Hank?
Ain't no use stressing yourself out, darling.
Yes, this moment is no place for worry.
Still, I might be a little worried if I was about to fight a 2-story killing machine and my only armor was a beard you could lose a sandwich in.
Well, great. Now I am a little worried. Thanks for that, Val.
Happy to help.
Another adventure. Isn't it glorious?
Markov, buddy, I think you are the only person on the team having actual fun.
What is not fun is great adventure.
Well, I think most of us are sort of worried about whether we're gonna die here, but I can tell that ain't you.
I do not mind dying here. Dying to help protect people.
You don't got nothing to look forward to?
Look forward? I want to die while I am young and beautiful. Not live until I have face like griffins. Look like old man's balls.
Stupid Martian. Monster gone? Can I get some help now?